salutations. I'm the Music God. This is the Music God Reacts. We're back with another reaction. This time, we're going to flip the script a little bit. This is an artist I haven't done nearly as much as I should. Absolutely love this guy. Started out not wanting to like him, but I heard his music and it was just absolutely undeniable. This is Yungblud. His brand new video is called Hated. We'll talk about a little bit more about my experience with him at the end, but we're going to get into this. This is his brand new video. It's called Hated. It's the official music video. I have not watched it, I have not heard it, and I have intentionally avoided this song for the very reason of I wanted this to be an absolute, truly blind reaction. So with that said, let's react to it.
My God, what have I done?
Alright kid, how's life? About time that we spoke. Let's talk about the day when you were 7 years old. The daughter took your little dick out, put it straight down his throat. You never said a word to anybody, no one was told. Your mum was in the same room, she was dying to know why when the curtain opened up you were white as a ghost. She's probably finding out now in the lines to your show why you'll never trust a guy in a tie and a coat. Cause you don't wanna do what your daddy did, bury it deep down, keep it under your skin. So you put pen and paper, made a verse of it, and you murdered it. And the chorus went, you gotta kill somebody to be somebody to be who you wanna be. You gotta hit rock bottom and live through all the shit nobody believes. You gotta hurt some people but first some people thirst on watching you bleed. And that's when you know that you made it. You made it when you hate it. Fast forward and before you know the album's out, crowds loud, sold out shows. But right now as far as popular opinion goes, you're a posh, queer baiting, indulgent arsehole. Spits beer on the kids while infecting the ear holes. Mate, that's why you've been sent here to fuck with a fearful. Tits out, fuck boys in the back of the vehicle. Tracksuits, lipstick, got the Catholics tearful. Cause you don't wanna do what your daddy did, bury it deep down, keep it under your skin. So you put pen and paper, made a verse of it, and you murdered it. And the chorus went, you gotta kill somebody to be somebody to be who you wanna be. You gotta hit rock bottom and live through all the shit nobody believes. You gotta hurt some people but first some people thirst on watching you bleed. And that's when you know that you made it. You made it when you hate it. Alright, you thought that was it? Nah, don't get cocky, we ain't even started yet. You go back and forth from your North American tour. Your sister can't even look at you, she won't open the door. The story you told was only partially yours. You outed her in a magazine, who the fuck do you think you are? But you forget your family listens to the radio in the car. You're trying to be authentic, but you're taking it too far. You're messed up in the head, you're fucked up with your friends. Your family's upset, don't call them, you forget. You say, I'm sorry Jem, things are pretty crazy right now. She said, I love you Don, but I fucking hate you right now. You gotta kill somebody to be somebody to be who you wanna be. You gotta hit rock bottom and live through all the shit nobody believes. You gotta hurt some people but first some people thirst on watching you bleed. And that's when you know that you made it. You made it when you hate it. That's when you know that you made it. That's when you know that you made it. You made it when you hate it.
This kid's messed up.
Hell yeah. Oh man. I absolutely love Dom. Little bit of backstory. When Dom first come out, I seen his pictures. I saw the hype kind of surrounding him. I didn't want to like him. I didn't want to I made a lot of fun of the sort of emo kids during that period because I thought the look was kind of ridiculous. So the whole goth emo thing kind of went over my head. And I didn't want to like Dom. But then I heard I Love You, Will You Marry Me? And I couldn't help but think, like, man, like if Elton John and Joe Strummer ever had a kid, it was Dom. And then my stepdaughter fell in love with him, and I took her to her very first concert to see Yungblud. And Dom ran out on stage and for 2.5 hours never stopped moving. It was the most insane concert I've seen in probably a decade. This barely in his 20s asthmatic kid just destroyed the place. And I stood there with my jaw on the floor, and I was just like, holy shit, this kid was built to be a fucking rock star. And then after the show, he came out, and he was signing autographs in the back of the venue. He's standing on a garbage can. I have pictures of this if anybody is interested in seeing them or doesn't believe me. My stepdaughter had this coat that she wore, and it was very special to her, and she wanted Dom to sign it. We couldn't get close enough, so I told her to take it off, and I folded it up and I tied her sleeves around it like a football, and I screamed Dom's name and I launched it towards him like a football. His security guard caught it, and he took it and he unfolded it and he seen it, and he kind of went like this, and we screamed his name again, and he pointed like this, and he signed his name on it, and then he kissed it with his black lipstick, and he folded it back up and handed it to a security guard, and he looked down at my stepdaughter and he went like this, and then threw it back to her. I thought Belle was going to faint in the parking lot. It was the craziest thing ever, and so special. And I've been a massive, massive fan of Dom since. So, not to be long-winded, I love everything about Dom now. I love his cockiness. I love the punk attitude that he displays. And when I say cockiness, I don't mean that in a bad way. It's his charisma, his showmanship, his just the absolute the absolute assuredness that he has in himself, man. Like, he knows he's a fucking rock star, and there is no telling him otherwise. I love the interaction that he has with his fans. I love that he is just a genuine, authentic guy who there's no facade with him, man. Like, he just, I kind of thought it was an act a little bit, but then after the interaction we had with him, with the coat, and him coming outside and standing on top of this giant garbage can to sign autographs for like an hour. Rock stars don't have to do that. And he had just played 2.5 hours in a cramped venue that was hotter than hell. It just shows that he truly cares. And this is another example of the music that he writes. It's so catchy and it's so everything, man. Like, there's a vibe to Dom's music that is just so over the top and so ridiculously rock star, man. Whether it's Funeral, whether it's I Love You, Will You Marry Me, whether it's California, whether it's Psychotic Kids, whether it's just every single song Dom records has this massive vibe and energy to it, man. And I get why his fans love him. And I think he's absolutely amazing. And I tell you right now, I am studying to be a record producer, to do audio engineering and music production. And there are 3 people on my list that are my dream to work with. Number 1 is absolutely Dom Yungblud. Number 2 would be Justin and the guys from Blue October. And number 3 would be Dimash. Those are my dream 3. Like, everyone else I ever get to work with are going to be awesome. But though, if I had 3 dreams to work with in some capacity, it would be those 3. So, yeah. Absolutely amazing video. I love the theatrics of it, the catchy chorus, everything, man. Dom is just a freaking rock star. And I have an 11-year-old who has not gone to a concert yet, and his first concert is going to be Dom as soon as Yungblud comes back around on tour. We're buying tickets and the VIP thing, if there is one, and we're just going to keep it going in the family, man. Like, we are all huge fans. So by some chance, Dom, if you see this, we love you, bro. Keep doing what you do. You are absolutely what the music world needs. Be well. Treat each other with kindness. Remember, no matter what you're going through, music heals.